Jason Schnitzer here with O.C Realtor Talk, and what I've got for you today is what changes are going to be coming to the Fannie Mae product when you are going to get a home loan. And then this video in particular, it deals with the FICO score. So right now, when you get a home loan, the lender pulls your credit to determine your FICO score. Typically that is 3 separate numbers. There's a high, middle, and a low score. Now, they use your middle score to base off of what tier you are going to get assigned your interest rate to. So the highest tier of FICO scores is typically 740 to 760 and above. You're in the upper echelon top tier of interest rates available from that particular lender. So that's all fine and dandy when you're buying by yourself. But what happens if you have one or more purchasers on the loan, which is fairly common? So you guys both have separate FICO scores. Unfortunately, right now, the lender sees your 2 FICOs as the same. And what I mean by that is they use the lesser of 2. So in this scenario that I drew up, if you've got one buyer that has 805, 800, and 797 FICOs, and buyer number 2 that has 687, 664, and 650 FICOs, if you were to buy a house together, unfortunately, the lender would base your credit score and use the credit score and base your interest rate off of the lower of the 2 middle FICOs. So that's 664. So you go from top tier interest rate all the way down to the very bottom tier. And for most part, lenders require about a 660 plus, sometimes 670 plus FICO scores to even qualify for most conventional financing. So what changes are happening? Well, as of September 18th, and this is still pending, it's not a firm date yet, any loan going through processing after that, what's going to happen is you're going to have blended scores. And what I mean by that right here is you can see you'll take 800 plus your partner or your purchasing partner's 664, add those together, divided by 2, and you get the blended score of 732. Now this is pretty cool for especially a lot of buyers that, maybe just haven't kept, they make really good money, but they just haven't kept up too good with their credit scores, or had an unfortunate event in their life where they had maybe to file a BK, or a certain period where they're in between jobs, got behind on their bills, etc., etc. This is going to be really great, especially for, let's say, one person is the breadwinner and their FICO scores aren't great. The other partner maybe has really good FICOs but doesn't make as much money. They're really going to be able to help in a purchase now, because it brings your credit score up, which again lets you do a number of things. One, it lets you to potentially qualify a lot sooner than you thought you could, because you don't have to go through all the stress and hard work that is to repair your credit. And number 2, it cannot hurt you. In other words, if you both have great FICO scores, then the average of 2 great FICO scores just actually is even better, because before, again, remember, they use the lesser of the 2. So no matter how good your FICO scores were, if the person you're buying with has lower scores than you, as of right now, they would use the lower of the 2 middle FICO scores. So again, there's no situation where this could potentially hurt your buying abilities. It's only going to help. So again, it's going to help people actually get into a loan, and number 2, it could boost you up into that upper echelon tier of interest rates. And then, even if that saves you 0.1% on your home loan over 30 years, that could equal thousands of dollars. So anyways, cool news that's coming down the pipeline here in the next month or so. So if you have any questions, or maybe if you've been struggling with credit about how this might affect your potential to buy a house sooner than you thought, hey, feel free to reach out, book a free consultation with me online, give me a call, send me a message. We'd love to help you guys out. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Catch you guys on the next one. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this week's episode of O.C Realtor Talk. If you gained any value from this video, we'd really appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, and followed us on all our social media platforms.
Yeah, what Jason I believe is really important for you, whether you're buying a house or selling a house, is understanding the process and knowing exactly what you're getting into. So if you ever have any questions, just follow the links below.